Hi guys, and welcome to Keyboard Skills Pro. My name's Tom and thanks for joining me here today on my YouTube channel. Do you play the organ? I play the organ. I love playing the organ. I play electronic organ, I play theatre organ, pipe organ, and a number of you may recognise me from the Lowry UK channel, which is well worth a visit. Many times over the years people have often asked me, how is it I go from organ to piano so easily? Well, it's not because I've just had piano lessons, it's because I've learned how to transfer my organ playing techniques across to the piano. So many of you will probably play chords, pedals, and if you're wondering how to transfer that over to the piano, let me give you some really easy tricks and hints and tips in this video to show you how that happens. Want to learn more? Let's head over to the piano and I'll show you how to transfer your organ playing skills across to the piano. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you, this would be great if you're an organist, okay, and you're wondering how do I transfer my skills on the organ across to the piano. Now a lot of people who I meet at organ clubs or festivals or during my work as an organ and keyboard player, many of them actually don't come from a piano background. Many of them started with a home electronic organ such as a Lowry or a home digital keyboard, and they've learned to play with chords, maybe automatic bass or playing the pedals on the floor and the melody on the right hand. But the problem then happens is when of course you come to play the piano, you have to sort of adapt these skills so you can use them on a piano instrument. Now of course the piano is different in many different ways. One, it has a much bigger keyboard. We're zoomed in on part of the keyboard here, but there's 88 keys and also they're much heavier. So that's the first thing to get used to. They're much heavier. So it takes a little time for your muscles just to get used to pushing the keys a little bit harder like that. Now I'm going to show you in this video 5 really easy ways to transfer styles that we play on our home electronic organs and keyboards across to the piano. And the first one is really easy. It involves you playing your chords in the center of the keyboard. Now when you sit at a piano, the key in the middle is the middle C. Now that's where I want you to play your chords, because if you play them down here an octave too low, they kind of work out. But they do get very growly, don't they? And of course keyboard players, the first thing I see them do, their left hand goes here to the left of middle C, and they get this really dirgy sound. So you have to get used to playing your chords in the middle, which of course is where we play them on an organ keyboard. Now of course the melody would also start on middle C, but we can't play our melody here very easily, so what you do, you move it up. So this is the first one in our organ to piano transferring our skills video, static left hand chords, and then the melody moved up an octave. So for example, let's play Satin Doll. Just play my chords, look. And if there's room, you can play the melody in the normal area. Different sounds there from the instrument. Now, the thing of that is that when you hold the chords down, they will only sound for as long as you hold them. And of course, as you know, a piano decays quite quickly. It's not like an organ sound or say a string sound where the sound is continuous. So you have to get used to the sound decaying like that. Let's try another one. So look, F6, G7. And just holding the chords down, making a nice firm sound. So that's the first little one to try. Now, of course, you then might have a song where you need a little bit more rhythm to it. And what this is called vamping. And you just chug the chords away like that, 4 to the bar. So again, the melody played an octave higher and the chords in the centre of the piano keyboard. So for example, let's try Honeysuckle Rose, an old jazz standard for the 20s. F, F sharp diminished, G minor 7, C. There you go, so it's just vamping along. Take a really simple song like, for example, something out of Kenneth Baker, Book 1, the Complete Organ Player Book 1. Here we go with Goodnight Sweetheart. There you go, it sounds really good, doesn't it? Very simple, and we're taken away. Now, of course, the thing that we are lacking is, of course, the bass that the organ provides. And, of course, the best thing in the world about playing the organ is the bass, the pedals. It gives this wonderful sound to a church organ, a Wurlitzer, a Compton, a Lowry. Playing the pedals is wonderful. And, of course, for many home organists who maybe have never got on to playing the pedals, we have the wonderful auto bass system on our organs that lets us have the bass played for us. But what if you want to do it on the piano? Well, there's a cool video here on my YouTube channel which teaches you how to play this style called false stride or faux stride. And what it involves is taking your chord and changing the order in which you play the chord. So on the organ we tend to play a C chord like this, and this is known as the second inversion. So what you do is you take your C chord and put it into root position, C, E, G, and that's where the notes are evenly spaced. And what you do is you take the bottom note as your bass pedal note, and then you follow it with the other two notes like a little chord. And you sit there and you practice that. And you can see then we've got a rhythm. So if I go to D minor 7, G7, G there, look, F. Now it takes a little time to get used to that, so all you have to do is practice that on its own first. So that would be on the organ a pedal chord pattern. Pedal, chord, pedal, chord, pedal, chord, pedal, chord. In this case we'll call it Oom-Pah. So that's number 3, okay. Number 3 is our pedal chord. So far we've got number 1, static chords. There you go, holding the chords down. Vamping the chords, 4 to the bar. And pedal chord pattern, which we'll now call Oom-Pah. There you go, look, bass chord, bass chord. Very nice. Now number 4 is what if you want to play a waltz? Well, waltzes tend to be slow, and on the piano you've got 3 pedals. Sometimes there's 2, often there's 3. The one to the right is called the sustain pedal. And if I play some notes, press the sustain pedal and then let go of the keys, the sound sustains. Now we're familiar with sustain, we have it on our organs and keyboards. But it's a fundamental thing on the piano. It lets you play more notes than you're actually capable of doing. So if I was doing the Oom-Pah, Oom-Pah, and now I want to turn it into a waltz, this is organ to piano pattern number 4. This is a 3/4 pattern, so we're now going to go pedal, chord, chord, pedal, chord, chord. And as you get more confident, you see what you'll then be able to do is to take your bass note and then move up to your actual organ chord look. Because if you think about it, the bottom end of the piano, you could imagine, is your pedal part of the keyboard. So play a C, and then go up to your chord for the remaining 2 beats. Now G, jump up, G, A minor, F, and you can see we have an Oom-Pah-Pah waltz pattern. Now if you use the sustain pedal, use that on every bar that has a chord in it that doesn't change. So in other words, if it's a C chord for a bar, hold the pedal down, then pedal again. You're lifting up the pedal, pushing it straight back down. G, 2, 3, pedal, 2, lift. And as you push down, lift up, you catch the note and catch it down with a pedal press. So you can practice that left hand. So I'm just playing my bass now, look, D, D7, G7. And it creates a lovely sound with the pedal enhancing it. Haven't got to use the pedal, of course. So that's very nice. Let's finish off with number 5, ballad style. So ballad styles on the organ would be a chord and maybe a dotted pedal pattern. Something like that. On the piano, it's nice to break the chord up into an alternating quaver pattern, something like this. And again, I'm using the pedal. So I can do the top 2 notes of the chord. Look, here's an F chord. And let's play the F at the bottom. Or you can do the bottom to the top, bass chord. There you go, look, alternating back and forth. Now these are going to be new techniques, so don't beat yourself up if you don't get them straight away. You have to work out the style of playing the notes that you know on the piano, and just start with the first one. Hold the chord. And that will help you get some ideas of how to transfer your organ playing skills over to the piano. Sincerely hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please do, if you enjoyed it, hit subscribe and click that little button with the bell on. That means you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Here on Keyboard Skills Pro, we've got videos on piano, organ, theatre organ, music theory, and lots of other things as well. If you'd really enjoyed this video and you'd like to support me in my project of sharing my professional knowledge with you, do please consider supporting the production of the videos here by visiting patron.com. The link for all of this is in the description under the video, and you can support me with my production of my videos. Once again, thanks so much for taking the time out of your day and watching another video here on Keyboard Skills Pro. Thanks so much.